fancy man. Oh, she didn't. I mean, you could pull out the DeLorean. I don't know. Lottie! Why'd you wake up again?
She did one too?
Oh shit.
Hey.
Hey, sorry, my phone was disconnected.
No worries. I gave you keys to Casa DiCenzo so you can...
Oh, I'm with Lottie at the hospital.
Okay. I know this is
Okay.
weird question.
Sounds good.
But it is important to me.
How's it going so far?
Well, I guess you kind of answer that.
As you would expect.
If you had the chance to do it yourself, would you have? Okay.
I understand your 4-hour arguments.
It just,
Yeah.
to me, whenever...
Yeah. Well, good luck. I'll be here until you go to bed, so,
If you need something done, it is...
if you need any food, let me know.
honorable to do it yourself.
I got food, okay.
Drive to apartments real quick to get the event door. All right, sweetheart. Good luck. You keep going. I'm rooting for you. All right? Also, great speech at Rooster's Rest. I was on the phone with Dakota while you were saying it, but from what I heard, you did good.
I also talked to Dakota earlier.
He said I was a good friend, and that I remind him of the criminal that he could have become.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
I love that man.
Cute. He's
I'd almost say we're really good friends.
He's a good egg.
Get out, Fredo. Yeah, he is. He was saying that you smell. All right, I'm going to call the other boys, and we're going to keep eavesdropping on your conversation.
Yeah, okay. Sit on the other chair so he doesn't see.
Yeah, now look, if he stands up because he suspects something that you might think he's coming towards the door, you just sneeze really loud, okay?
I'll cough, so I'm coughing.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. I love them. Know who Lottie's talking to?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Journal.
Hey, is Luci around?
Yeah, he was going to the apartments to pick up a car.
Okay. Alright.
I hope you see.
Alright.
Oh. Ah, fucking round 2, man. uh, uh, ah. All right.
Yeah, so where were we?
You were saying, you get pulled in 1,000 different directions as soon as you wake up.
Right. So, I mean, I'm busy. And actually, I know for a fact as well that you're busy. And it, on top of that, you add the differences in our work schedules. It's obviously been difficult for us to find a moment. I've barely seen you. I mean, I've had issues even talking to Luciano, my brother, with whom we're supposed, me and him are supposed to be building this, right? I mean, I barely talked to him and get on the same page with him. How am I supposed to also, or under those same circumstances, find a time to sit down with you and have a conversation that's worthy
Huh?
of having with the wife of my, or back then the wife to be, right, or the person of the love interest of my own brother. Uh, when you say things to me like in the text message that it's saddening that the effort wasn't there. The effort wasn't there from your end either, and I'm not blaming you for that. I'm not blaming you for that because I understand the circumstances, and I would just ask you to understand the circumstances as well. Even this last week before your wedding has been extremely hectic.
It's, Hey, Lottie. Wanna sleep?
Hey, where are you?
I'm having my conversation with Vito real quick.
Okay. Okay. If it's going long, I just I mean I can tell you more, but I get off the phone with Johnny and he says that he loves you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah, I hope talk goes well.
Okay, love you, Lottie.
Love you too.
Um, so basically, the same, when you have that feeling that, you know, a person really doesn't want to interact with you or talk to you, that is the vibe that I had from you. So that was my reasoning for not even trying to approach you at that point, Vito. And it's in retrospect, you asked Luciano to, actually try with Juno. He had an active warrant. He took time out of his day to actually go and meet with her in the middle of the woods and make it right. And here I am seeing all the effort that he can put in to get to know somebody who's really important to you. And I'm just sat here waiting for a 10-minute, just any conversation, just a hello, how are you? And I can't even get that.
There's no way you can compare you and Luciano to, or sorry, Juno and Luciano to you and me. There's completely
Why,
different
why,
circumstances.
why can't I?
Well, first of all, you weren't the subject of mockery and humiliation from the family and from me, like Juno was. You weren't that. And the reason we set that meeting up in the woods was because I asked for it. I pushed for it. I pushed for it. Not Luch. I pushed for it. He accepted it. Very different circumstances. It's not comparable at all.
I'm not even comparing, like, my situation with Juno at all. I'm just comparing the effort from one brother to another.
you're seeing Luch's meeting with Juno as an example of his effort. When again, I set that up, and the effort that we had to put in to get there was for a different reason entirely, right? It's not like they had never talked before. They had talked before. In fact, they were on pretty friendly terms for quite some time. You and I never even got there. You and I were never even in friendly terms,
And isn't that a
right?
problem?
So,
Don't you see a problem with that?
well, I see it. I see it as a problem now. Yeah, obviously, because you're married to him.
And again, that there it comes up. I'm married to him, so now this is important to you, whereas before it just wasn't.
Well, it's more important now because you're married to him. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And Luciano puts the effort in even though you and Juno aren't married.
Again, very different circumstances.
It
And I
doesn't
approached
matter what the
Luciano about the meeting.
circumstance is.
Of course it does.
You keep on comparing the situation when it just should be Juno is your significant other, I am Luciano's significant other, and the effort should be the same.
You know how things would have been so much different if that was the approach that Luciano took? Incredibly different. It's more complex than that. I think it's doing both you and Juno a disservice by simplifying your situations like that. She's not just my significant other. There's more to Juno, and there's more to you.
Do you know that Juno was my friend a very long time before any of you guys moved here? I know. I'm not saying Juno's just your significant other. She was my friend a very long time before you guys even moved here. I'm not degrading her to just your significant other.
Okay. Okay. I think if we're going to talk about this, we have to stop comparing to other situations, which are going to be very different for different reasons. You and I didn't meet. You and me didn't spend time together because of our circumstances. You and me, between us, which is a combination of a lot of things. It wasn't because it was a lack of will or want. I had no reason to not want to get to know you, especially knowing that the kind of things you were providing for Little Little, you have been providing for Little Little. And we can't say that we didn't have conversations. We did. They were just very, very cordial. And I won't shy away from saying as well that it took me as a little bit of surprise that you went very quickly with my brother towards marriage. Very quickly. And by the time that was on the table, there was so much happening. It was impossible to slow down and have it. Well, I'm not going to say impossible, but difficult, extremely difficult to sit down and have a conversation with you. I had issues with my brother that I hadn't resolved. Much less would I sit down and talk and want to talk to you. I still have issues with my brother that I haven't resolved. That's my brother I'm talking about. Circumstances are very different to anything else. So looking at it, just you and me, Eve. Look, is it unfortunate that it happened the way it did? Yes. If I could go back and make it different, I would. But this is just the hand that was dealt to us in terms of you and me, our relationship. And I don't want to blame you for any of that. But in that same vein, I don't think you should be blaming me for any of that. This is just the way it happened.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh. The only way I see it, Vito, is that like I said, I don't expect you to care about my feelings at all because I understand how you think. It's just, I just feel like you see me as an obligation now that I'm married to Luciano. And again, I'm not comparing the situation, but you Luciano wanted you to talk to me a very long time ago, get to know me. And if you apply the same logic to Luciano and Juno being friends in any capacity, then they shouldn't be friends because he has no obligation to do that. However, I feel like I'm just an obligation to you at this very moment. And that is unfortunate.
Okay. I don't even know what to do with that. Uh, there is no other reason aside from an obligation for us to get to know each other. There's no other reason.
What?
I and I hope you let me finish before you make judgment with on what I'm about to say. But I don't like you. I don't find you funny. I don't find you good company. I don't want to spend more time with you. The reason I don't do or feel any of those things is because I don't fucking know you. If I did know you, then it would be more than an obligation. It would be something personal. It would be me wanting to continue being your friend, but we're not friends. There's nothing else there but the obligation now because right now you and I are strangers. The obligation is putting me in a position where I feel like and again, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like my brother has married somebody who's a stranger to me, and I've told him this. My brother's married somebody who's a stranger to me, and so of course I feel an obligation. Of course I feel a need now to make sure that I understand who you are as a person. Of course, but that isn't again a bad thing. You know, you want to paint that in a negative way, and you're in fine, but I don't see it that way.
I've spent a lot of my time avoiding people who call me just because they need something from me, because they just know that I can help them with something because they need this. They need this storefront. They need this ATM. They need this business. I can help them with this, and this. And people who just pick up the phone, don't even ask how you are, and just get straight to the point. And, you know, after just hearing you say all of that, Vito, you might just be one of those people.
You tell me I'm going to be one of those people that you are going to actively avoid?
You just straight up told me you don't like me, and then I just zoned out for the rest of that. Because I am just going to be an obligation to you and nothing more. So why am I still sitting here?
I asked you to not take any of that the wrong way until I finish saying what I was saying, Eve. I don't like you because I don't know you. I don't find you funny because I don't know you. I don't want to spend time with you because I don't know you. Doesn't mean that you're not a likable person and that I won't like you. It doesn't mean that you're not a funny person or that I won't find you funny. I can't do any of those things to somebody I don't know. I can't have those feelings about a friendship with somebody because if I don't know them, those are things that come as a result of somebody that you know.
uh,
I didn't say I didn't. You took that the wrong way. What the emphasis I was trying to put on was there is a lack of personal relationship between you and I for me, for me to base the desire to reach out to you on. Because there is a lack of that personal relationship between you and I, that the only thing now that is pushing me to have a personal relationship with you is the obligation based on you being married to my brother now. That's the point I was trying to make.
uh,
So I'm sorry if you took that the wrong way, but I did try to warn you, I guess. Did that make sense?
yeah, completely. It's not that I took it the wrong way. You just phrased it really horribly.
That's fair, I guess. Well, look, I think the most important part of this conversation is for you to know that I have not formed opinions on you based on what people have told me, Eve. At least this was, for me, was the most important thing. That I wasn't trying to avoid talking to you, or that I somehow, for whatever reason, already disliked you, and that's why I wasn't reaching out or spending the time or making the effort, as you say it. That's not the case. Even if I have been told things about you, and this is something with everybody, I will, of course, give anybody the benefit of the doubt, and I will only ultimately create a full opinion of somebody after I've talked to them. I'm not going to base my opinion on rumors and rumors alone. That's not the way I work. Sure, Juno has told me things. Yeah, other people have told me things too. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Eve, regardless of
The longer you stay quiet, the more he
whether we
talks.
like each other or not, regardless of that, we're gonna have to spend time and space with each other, right?
I mean, it's been several months and we've managed to not do that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. But you're married now. And I can fucking swear on it, this is the first time I've seen you awake this late. Well, maybe that'll change.
Like I said, Vito, I understand how your mind works, and I don't blame you. I just I just think to myself that you could sit here and say that I don't feel like this is an obligation, but I know you can't say that because deep down it just is to you. And that's okay. I'm not sitting here and saying that I feel like this is an obligation. I've genuinely wanted to get to know you for a very long time because I know how important you are to Luciano and the rest of the people here. And I feel like it would have gone way different if you were around more, or if things could have been done with everybody around and you included. And if you never left Little Italy and things like that, I feel like things would have gone much, much different. And I genuinely did want to get to know you. And we still could, but I don't know if I can sit here and know that the only reason you're sitting across from me today is just because you feel like it's an obligation. And it's okay if you do say it, if you say that you only feel like you have to get to know me, so I'd rather you be honest. And then we could just move on. Then we can just have bygones be bygones and, you know, exist around each other. I can live with that. I don't care. I've been through the rigor enough times in my life that I can move on from this. I don't care.
I've already said it. There's only an obligation at the moment. There's nothing else because we don't know each other. It's the obligation is the only thing that exists right now between you and me.
Hmm.
I mean, even your explanation of wanting to get to know me because I'm important to Luciano, that's a type of obligation. You're not doing it because you want to.
I am doing it
You have
because
no
I
desire.
want to. I am. I can admit that I am doing it because I want to, because I genuinely do want to get to know you.
But not because of a personal interest.
It is of a personal interest.
The personal interest is that I'm important to Luciano.
You're important to Luciano and the people of Little Italy. And that makes you important to me and everybody else.
Sure, but I mean, again, that's a kind of obligation in and of itself. That you don't want to get to know me because you find me, I don't know, whatever, right? I mean, because you're interested, really. It's because you feel like because I'm people find value in me, like Luciano and people in Little Italy. That's why you want to get to know me.
No, I wanted to get to know you ever since you approached me about wanting a political career, and I wish you came to me and wanted to learn from me and do business with me and actually learn how the political world worked. Because I feel like you could have learned way more from me than you have.
Okay. Circumstances just didn't allow for that to happen.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
I no, I do, I know. Circumstances quite literally did not let that happen. There was a lot of things happening at that time,
I had personal
including
interest in your success. I have personal interest in every single person's success around me. I've put so much time and effort into people here. Every time somebody's upset, every time somebody is sad, every time somebody is angry, I make sure to take the time and see if they're okay, but I can't do that if you're not around. I can't do that if I don't know you. I had personal interest to make sure that you had a career in politics because you were interested in it. You and Fredo approached me to run for mayor. I said no. And you got into office anyway.
hmm. Can I ask you something?
Hmm.
Do you take it as slight if somebody doesn't take advantage of the things that you are willing to offer them?
No,
Does it not as slight? Maybe slight is not the right word, but does it upset you?
no, I don't care.
Okay. Well, I would have reached out to you about learning the political system and all that. You and I had a conversation with Fredo, like you said, about mayorship, and we mentioned that I would try to get in with the next mayor as deputy mayor, which is something I did, right? And I probably would have approached you if things had been different. Again, the circumstances are important. They are the reason why I didn't reach out to you. Because that was also the point in time where I wasn't thinking about you, Eve. You weren't on my priority list at all.
Hmm.
Only people on my priority list were my brother, the other people in the family, and Juno. That was it. Trust me, those three things are more than enough to take my whole time. Circumstance is important.
Hmm.
And when I lost my brother and when I lost the family and I was out there on my own, then the only person on my priority list was Juno. I have no reason to reach out to you again. No reason. I think honestly that this whole thing, the personal relationship with you and me, has just been a victim of circumstance. That's it.
Hmm. Sure, we can call it that. Just unfortunate timing and circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely unfortunate timing, Jesus. And last week, before your wedding, I believe that there was an order of things. I believe that the first thing that needed to be mended was Luciano and Juno. Because that right there was the root of so many problems. So many. Even to today. Still,
Always
it is the root
Juno.
of so many problems.
It's always Juno.
Juno,
It's
Luciano.
always Juno. Uh,
And then after that, because the wedding was so impending, the relationship between you and Juno.
it's always Juno.
And the very last thing on that priority list was you and me. And then time goes by, things happen. All of a sudden, it's fucking Friday, you're getting married. And then come Monday, Juno's getting shot.
Oh my god, it was Juno again.
So on and so forth.
Juno got shot on my wedding. It was Juno
On
again.
Saturday, rather, she's getting shot.
Wow.
Circumstance and timing. But I do want to address what your I guess, final statement was. You seem to have an issue with this being an obligation to me.
No, I mean, like I said, if you're honest with it and that is the way it's gonna be, then I can accept that. I really don't care. I can move on from it, Vito. Like I said,
Okay.
I understand. You are understand the way you are, I understand the way you think. There's not a lot of people who are the way you are. Don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But like I said, if you are gonna tell me that this is just an obligation, then at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm gonna continue sitting here. Because I don't think anything is gonna change.
Right. Yeah, so that's the thing I wanted to address a little bit. Because you know, again, going back to the reasons why you have stated you wanted to get to know me, which basically, in a nutshell, is I'm important to Luciano, I'm important to people in Little Italy. But you know, you say that, and it seems to be okay with you. But when I say that my obligation here is now because clearly you're married to my brother, and that's a form of importance, right? When I say that I want to get to know you now because you're my brother's wife, it's not enough.
But you don't.
What do you mean?
I genuinely don't feel like you do want to get to know me, Vito. Am I wrong?
But you're my brother's wife.
Oh,
Why would I not want to get to know you?
oh, oh. Because I am more than just your brother's wife. And you are more than just Luciano's brother.
Yeah, of course we are. But I don't know you, right? So again, of course you're more than my brother's wife. Of course you are. But I don't know any of that about you.
But I don't think you want to know any of that. You've not shown a single inkling of wanting to know any of that.
I think we're now we're going around in circles again because we already established that that's not because of lack of want; it's because of the circumstances and timing of things.
No. That is in the past. I don't think you are sitting there right now wanting to go into the next 10 minutes, hour, week, days, years of actually wanting to genuinely get to know me. That is where I'm going with this. And I'm saying that I'm okay with that. If you say that you don't want to, then that is okay. I can live with that. I'm not sitting here waiting for your validation, Vito.
I kind of feel like you. No. I mean, if you say you're not, then fine.
Damn, he was gonna say I am. That's crazy. I should
I
have.
don't know what else you want to say.
I should have walked out 30 minutes ago, Vito. I don't think you understand.
Why would you have walked out 30 minutes ago?
Because nobody else should have sat through this conversation that I sat through.
Has it been terrible for you? You're much more emotional than I thought you would be.
I am not being emotional. If I was being emotional, you would have known I was being emotional.
You just said you would have walked out. You should have walked out 30 minutes ago. Why?
Me walking out is preserving my self-worth.
But how have I degraded your self-worth? What have I said to degrade your worth? This is a genuine question. If I'm being an absolute idiot and just simply have not noticed it, I'd like you to tell me and explain to me how it is that I have degraded your worth, and why is it that you should have walked out of here 30 minutes ago? I want to know.
Are you doing that thing where you're like, name 5 things?
You want to name 5 things? You can name 5 things, but name one at least.
You're basically, well, you just called my whole being that you thought that I was way too emotional for this conversation, whereas I'm perfectly fine.
Wait, no, because I said you were emotional because you said that you should have walked out of here 30 minutes ago.
And that is not me being emotional, like I said.
What I need to know is 30 minutes ago what it is that I did to degrade your value that would have caused you to think that you should have walked out at that point 30 minutes ago, not just now, but 30 minutes ago.
You treating this as an obligation should already tell me everything that I need to know about this relationship between us. I've sat through a lot of conversations similar to this, Vito. I've been through the ringer. And it's it is the back and forth is, like you said, we're going in a circle.
Okay.
I don't think that you should. It's like, I feel like you don't want to be here, but you have to be here.
Okay. Because you think that I consider this an obligation. That's what you're basing that off of.
Yes. I don't see us going any other way. I don't see us moving forward from this.
Because it's an obligation.
Yes.
Well, what else? What other reason would there be, Eve, for me to want to get to know you?
Because an obligation is a need, and you have no want to get to know me.
Okay. But what want would I have?
Thank you, Shadiko.
What should I have in your eyes?
This guy. Hi, Kate. I have to take this.
Is that your phone?
Yeah. If you can't see the difference between the need and want to getting to know me on the same level as you've gotten to know Juno and anybody else around here who you consider family or friends, then I really don't know what to tell you, Vito, because I feel like you are treating this like a business meeting instead of a personal meeting. And I'm very happy for you that you can separate business and personal, but I am not a business meeting right now.
I'm not here because we're not talking about business, though. We're here. We're talking because you're married to my brother. For Christ's sake, how much more personal can it get than that?
But the way you are talking to me is very business-esque.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
We've gone over this so many times that I can't. It's literally been. I've gone over this so many times with you.
About how the way I've spoken is business-esque?
No, that it's the fact that you still said that I'm sitting here because I am married to your brother.
But that's the only reason. That's why I would like you to tell me what would be the want part, not the need. So the need is you're married to my brother. I need to get to know you. I need to get to know the person who has married my brother. I need to. Period. I mean that is a given. But you're saying that there shouldn't be a need only, that there should also be a want, right?
Vito, maybe you need to figure out the want part and then you come back to me.
There is no want part.
Then I can't do this. And I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Like I'm saying, I'm okay with you only needing to get to know me, but I can't do this if you do not even know why you want to get to know me, because you don't want to.
I do know why I want to get to know you. It's because you're married to my brother. That's why.
And you saying that is like there's an invisible ghost sitting on the couch, having a gun to your head, and forcing you to be here. And I do not want that for you. I do not want that for me. And that's a want I can express to you. So figure that out. And then maybe one day we can actually be friends. But right now, I can't sit here. And I'm okay with it. Like I'm saying, I'm okay with it, Vito. But I'm not gonna pretend that it's fine that I do want to get to know you on a personal level, but you don't even know why you would want to get to know me if I wasn't married to your brother. And that's...
You wouldn't want to get to know me if I wasn't important to Luciano.
I would.
Why?
I've gotten to know every single person in Little Italy.
But the reason for that is because they're important to Luciano.
No. Nico was outcasted, and I still checked up on him.
Okay.
That is different. He was at that moment not important to Luciano anymore, and I still checked up on him. It's very different. You cannot compare who is important to Luciano and who is important to me, because I don't even think you know who is important to you.
I don't know anything fucking about you. That's the whole point. There's no reason, there's no want based on anything personal about you that I should desire to meet you or get to know you better. The reason is that you're important to Luciano, that you're married to him. That's why I want to get to know you so that I could find in you the values to have a want to get to know you better.
I don't want to be in this conversation anymore.
You know how dumb that sounds? It's so dumb, Luce. It's so fucking dumb.
Please pick up, Johnny. Please pick up. Jesus Christ. Hey.
I talked to Lottie. Did you get to talk to her?
No, she, I think she went to bed.
No. Lottie called me and she was real worried. She was asking me a bunch of questions. You know, I don't know how upset you might be at me, but I asked Lottie to take care of you. If she wants to try to help me to just take care of you. So, you know, for what it's worth, I know Knight's not dead, but I am sorry.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah. I, after talking to Lottie and, understanding, you know, she's like a mini somebody I know. She's like a mini Leslie, and I've needed that in my life. She's very logical in the way that she breaks down a situation. I think I understand things a bit better, and I I uh I understand everything, Johnny. I'm not mad at you.
Okay. Yeah, she's a nice kid.
She is. She deserves the best, and I'm gonna give that to her.
Good. She was very sad, trying desperately to come up with solutions for the bomb in my head. And I told her that even if you were fuming at me and never going to speak to me again, that doesn't change the fact that I consider her to basically be my niece. And that she needs to take care of you and not worry about me because I will always be fine. I will always take care of myself and my
Yeah.
fiance.
What?
I proposed on Friday.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So, I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's like a tough one. So, if you don't want me to approach this subject because it makes things difficult for you and your family, then I don't, you know, I don't really want to like even begin to approach that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in regards to Juno.
Okay.
I I had Juno I had Juno hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're aware of that.
Figured as much.
I hell I even told them to make sure that right before she gets shot that she will forever will be second choice throughout her entire life.
Jesus Christ.
Now, that being said, I had a phone call from someone. And that phone call said that Juno was putting down her badge and looking for Aurora.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if Juno would have actually hurt Aurora, but there was a chance. So I took that chance, and I made sure she got fucking killed if possible.
Hello?
No fucking way.
Fuck. Oh, he had pop. Yeah, he just DM'd me.
Anyway, hey, sorry, I've been staying at the oil rig the
Okay.
past few days, and the cell reception out here is fucking horrible. I figured the cops would never look for me on a place where if you just fucking step, you get terrorism. But
Jesus.
that being said, um, Tessa and I had a long call.
Mhm.
Tess told me that she didn't think that Juno would hurt Aurora. So I was just calling you to ask, was I paranoid?
He went.
I wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
She was heavily considering it.
Okay. At least if I hurt my sister, it's warranted. I would have felt awful if it was genuinely paranoia.
Mm-mm. No, your gut instinct was right.
Yeah. I got told the putting down the badge plus the person she called made me think that it was gonna result in Aurora getting hurt. And I don't fucking take chances with my goddamn family. Hey, I'll be on probably the run for a long time because I ain't getting caught. If you see Walter Christmas, do me a favor and put a bullet in that cunt's head. I've had that dickhead's fucking name on my list for a fucking month now since he RPG'd Tessa. Okay?
But he was the one who had Tessa?
Yes.
Hmm.
Fucking Walter Christmas. Make sure it's the last fucking Christmas he ever fucking has, son of a bitch.
I'll do that for you.
Anyway. Yeah. I you know, I'm glad that you don't fucking hate me at least.
I don't. I never.
Well, I do hope you enjoy the honeymoon.
I will. Going to Spain and then Italy.
Yeah, Lottie told.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna get going though. All right.
Be safe. Take care of Aurora.
Yeah, I will. All right. Look, I said this to Tess a long time ago, but I'm gonna say it to you. You are my family, no matter what. You tell me you need anything, and I will try my best to make sure it happens. Okay.
I appreciate that, Johnny.
All right. I love you. You take care of yourself. Okay.
Love you too.
All right.
You have hated him if Brian died? Maybe.
To communicate is you make yourself too busy to get to know me. Oh, all right. Okay, yeah, I can do that. It's just because you don't get to know me, I don't mean that I don't make the time for you. Oh, hey, Eve.
Hey, Tiny. Is that my accent?
Well, I don't do a very good Eve accent.
Sounded like...
No, that wasn't you.
Yeah, I don't even know why you were trying to do that. Sounded like Lottie, actually.
Here, and he was like, no, he's not happy. No, he probably put his hands behind his back. He was probably like, me, something like that.
Yeah, it was something along those lines, yeah.
I think you chose the right time to walk out, but I wasn't here, so I don't know a thing.
I had a really important call to take, something that I wanted to do instead of, being obligated to do.
Your girl bossed the shit out of him.
So what happened? Because here's the
Vito,
thing.
no, Vito thinks that I'm an obligation to him and that he has no want to get to know me outside of me being your wife, and that is it.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd let us continue with the recreation, I really think. Okay, switch it up. I'm Vito.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
pal. You
someone-
should
someone
okay,
be
get
Eve,
ready,
yeah.
okay?
I don't like you, and you're not funny.
That is what happened.
Yeah,
Why'd he say that?
It was wild.
because he
The
doesn't
text
know.
message conversations between the three of us went wild at that point.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh, it was incredible.
That was when you got
Well,
the meatball too spicy meme sent to your phone.
It's
We
because
need group chats.
Oh, we don't need group
Would
chats.
be,
That was on fire. I tell you what, if you saw that, it would have, my God.
Yeah.
Would
Now,
have
the
been
reason-
explosive. Fire emojis.
reason he said that was because he says, because I don't know you. Now you could be, I could like you. You could be funny, but I just don't know you.
The problem is he left that for the very last sentence. So he sort of
Yeah.
went on a very long tangent about how much he doesn't like Eve. And then at the very end, he said, well, it's because I don't know you.
Well, he
Otherwise, I
did
would.
say at the beginning, don't take this the wrong way, I guess, right?
Yeah, he did.
I
give
don't
a
like you.
disclaimer. Yeah.
That's,
I don't
that's
know-
like
yeah.
that's like me going, Tiny, you're a massive asshole, and I hate you. But you could be an asshole, and I could like you.
Yeah, it was sort of one of those.
I don't have the brain cells for this. I don't understand what the fuck you guys are talking about.
He gave her one of those.
Yeah. Yo, are you tired? She seems like very
Yeah,
tired.
oh yeah.
You're exhausted. She's gotta be exhausted.
I'll take her home, okay? We'll see you guys later.
Such a gentleman,
All right,
Joe.
that was
Thank
a
you.
joke. Yeah, no
But
problem,
Joe-
anytime.
But Joe,
Yes?
did you want to do it or do you feel obligated to do it?
Oh, I'd be more than happy to take you home. It's no problem to me.
Oh, was
But
he,
the only
see,
reason,
was that so
but the
hard?
only reason,
Was that so hard?
No, but the only reason he's doing it is because you're Luci's wife.
Yeah, but see, Joe would have done that even before.
Listen, I whether it's truthful or not, I'm good at bullshitting people. You know?
Good
I don't
point.
need to, you know?
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Oats and fucking hay.
Listen, don't cost nothing to powder somebody's peaches. You know what I mean? You don't gotta, you don't gotta be so harsh with it. I mean, we do have a pretty good working theory right now, and I think I get why there's tension in this room.
Yeah, we came up with this one.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
Right, so basically, Eve's DiCenzo shummies, all right? We think Luci is fucking his brother.
Yeah, well, that's a way to put it. That is a way to put it. We think, okay, listen to this, all right?
The DiCenzo brothers are fucking each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
what?
different than that. Although Fredo's really hammering home that particular side of the point. We think, okay, that Juno is like Luch, and you are like Vito.
You
put
are not comparing me to Vito right now. There's no
hold on
way.
a minute. Okay, hold on.
I, for the record, have no part in this fucking conspiracy. This
No,
is clearly
everybody in
not,
this room came up with it. All right, Luch
I didn't say
included.
nothing.
I'm
I
pretty
didn't say
sure
nothing.
he gave
I
a
didn't
couple
say nothing.
nods of
I
approval.
did not say anything.
Lo said that's true. That's true.
No, I didn't. That's not true.
There is. I at least have empathy. Vito has zero of that.
To be honest, Luci actually said, and I quote, "That makes a lot more sense now."
Excuse me?
I didn't quote that. I didn't quote that.
You did say that.
I did not say that.
That's a quote from that side of the room.
Did I just see what I thought I saw?
What did you just see?
What did you say?
I don't know. I didn't see
I don't
anything.
know. Yeah,
I thought I saw
mean, I
something
had
across the doorway, but nothing. Nothing.
Bucky gave me fucking drugs earlier. It must be that still. Yeah.
Do not ever compare me to Vito again.
All right. Yep. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. I guess the DiCenzo brothers ain't.
It was a working theory.
Yeah. Listen, we're still working on it a little bit. Just getting through the old bumps and cracks. But soon we'll have a good old story there, won't we, Tiny?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you.
We're gonna go Saint Denis and we're gonna work on this. We're gonna get some scientists to prove this, and then next time we meet, we'll have it all. All the edges all smoothed out.
The vibes were very polar opposite. That's all I'll say.
Like in here it was like,
yeah.
Outside it was like, but then you come back in here and it's like, you know what I'm trying to say, Miss DiCenzo Summies?
Yeah, in here it's
fell
like.
asleep, guys. I think she fell asleep.
I think she's fried.
She's asleep.
Oh, don't blame
asleep?
her.
She might be sleeping.
No,
Oh my
I'm
God,
good.
she is.
Sorry, I was just
Oh.
thinking
Oh, okay.
about the constant gaslighting and deflection Vito tried to do, but I was molded by Lang Buddha, so nobody can gaslight me.
Cool. So true, Jesus.
She's a keeper.
What a Vito thing to say.
What a Vito thing to say.
That's what I'm saying. All right, that's the theory.
Yep. Well, I'm glad you had a conversation with my brother. Now you understand how frustrating it can be.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere until he wants to get to know me out of his own volition and not because he needs to get to know me, because I am simply just your wife and nothing more. I have no interest.
But what about the rest of us?
I
Yeah,
love all
what
of
about-
you.
But
Why fuck me? Huh? Fuck me
She
then.
said-
Hmm?
What?
Whoa.
Well, that's what she already
Wait for
does,
your
pal.
honeymoon.
Jesus, don't get so greedy.
I mean greedy. What does that mean, greedy?
Greedy.
How is that greedy?
Hey, this is about us, Loach. All right,
I'm not. I don't share her.
Right,
How is
listen.
that greedy?
That's greedy, all right?
You think I share her?
No.
You know,
Oh,
I'll
You saying
tell
that
you,
I share her?
Eve, I'll
Oh,
say
that's such a
this.
Juno thing to say.
During that meeting, I came to realize more and more you and I have share a lot of common things, and that's got to deal with a lot of bullshit. And you just got to fucking power through it, and you feel like a doormat, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh. Look at us, huh? Us girls
Who'da
should just
thought?
go for a coffee sometime, you know?
Yeah,
Chit
that's
chat.
right.
Pepe,
Some tea.
get the fuck down here.
Wait, what?
Salt Bay.
Sorry.
He said Salt Bay.
Not go
Pepe!
upstairs.
He said
How
Salt
the-
Bay.
I said
How
Pepe.
long has
He
he
said
been up
Salt
there
Bay.
for?
Could've
Hey,
sworn
guys.
I knew it.
I wouldn't
He
go
was
upstairs if I was you.
Huh?
Accidents happen, you know. Let's just remember that.
That's right,
Oh
they
my-
do happen.
Okay. Hey, Joel. That's a big one.
How long has Pepe been up there?
You like
Not
this
long
on the
enough.
back?
Long enough. Holy shit.
Oh,
You're like a real mobster.
yeah, Tiny. Show yours.
Oh yeah, I mean I got a little something. You know, how you doing?
A little. Oh my.
Fredo, show yours.
Holy shit. Oh my god. He's gonna slice me in two. Well, I just came to borrow some pasta sauce, that's all. Figured, you know, it's probably the best place for it.
Oh,
You sent me a
no.
picture of moldy pasta. You sick
No.
bastard.
You sent him a picture of moldy pasta?
It's the applesauce. It was a little bit old, but I figured
his
you know,
finger
it
on
might
the
help with
table.
flavor. Mom, I tried making it with ketchup. It didn't taste right.
Oh jeez.
You not happen to shit on the desk upstairs, did you?
You leave muddy footprints up there?
Hey guys, let's not worry about that. Let's hang out. This is nice. This is real nice. I like the fireplace. It gives me good vibes. It's good vibes.
Which hand do you like the most?
My right hand. But who doesn't love both their hands?
Dad, lock the door.
Not this
on me.
guy.
Well, there he is.
Hey,
Okay,
Joe, I wouldn't really go up
What?
there if I was you.
Two thumbs.
Let's just
don't
come
kinda-
back down. I have something.
Oh,
Say-
all right.
I'm going to bed. And
Yeah.
I'm taking it with me.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Eve,
Tiny.
can I have a Cerberus chain?
Oh my
Yeah,
god, this
can
is
I
I
have
bomb.
one
don't
as
have
well?
any
It's gonna be in the
extra.
kitchen with the pasta sauce.
Good night, guys.
Oh my god, muddy footprints. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
What are we going to
It's like,
see?
just like back home, huh? Buddy
Checking out what he did.
plants,
Oh.
shit on the floor, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody leaving a random note at the door.
Yeah. What is it?
What is that?
Joe?
What? What's the matter?
All right, I got the sauce. All right, you guys have a good night, okay? I'll see
Oh
you
no.
soon.
My
Oh,
God,
no.
that
no.
son of
Oh,
a
no, no,
bitch.
Go into the office. Go into the office.
Glass of chunky chocolate.
Don't take it.
These guys. Get a couple bottles of wine.
Oh.
while I go.
Wow.
Oh no.
Really is just like home.
Oh
It
no.
really is.
Is this fucking loud?
Find them.
Oh no.
Good night, guys.
Alright.
You see what you're trying to do?
Like, get me down here. I'm gonna cut him off.
Hey, Dad! It was a mistake.
You sat on my table, motherfucker.
Bathroom up there.
Feel like a brick.
The fuck did he go?
Fuck, did he just go?
He's a little magic elf. What do you mean?
Come on.
Oh shit!
Damn, Fredo, I didn't know you had that in you.
Fucking shit in it.
Really shitting on my table, you motherfucker.
Good job, Fredo.
Dad, where's no bathroom?
Can I
Where
get
was
him paid yet?
supposed to go?
I'll pay you tomorrow. You gonna be around tomorrow?
I'm owed around 25
Dad,
grand.
Help me. Don't leave me in my
You'll be
bed
around
a
tomorrow?
week.
Yeah, sure, for the final day. Before my flight back to
cold.
Saint Denis, of course.
So
Yeah,
so
we're flying out tomorrow
I
too.
just want to feel warm again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll
what
pay you
time?
tomorrow.
You want me to reward you after you shat on my fucking table?
Yeah, it'd be nice. Maybe like a little.
Can
little
you
cup,
pay me that money on the 15th?
little pasta sauce. Maybe you a little. That's what I mean. You got
Yeah,
the
sure.
Joe.
I'll
Now
pay
I
you on
want
the
the pasta.
16th. I'll give
Have
you
some
your
Joe.
100 million on the
Sauce.
16th.
You have some Joe.
100 million and
Straight from the Cerberus
Guys, I'm so
account.
glad we're family now.
Oh my god!
You want
Ran
some
to
Joe?
the ran
Come
to
on
the
to my new
17th house
house.
one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Only made $1.
He's
Damn
right
it.
here.
All right.
Best dollar it's ever made.
Where'd he go?
Oh.
Oh, he's inside.
Oh god. I think I sent him to the void.
Come on, sweetheart.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
All right.
Joe. Love
Joe, you gonna be
you.
around early?
Love you. Yeah, I'll be around early.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Later.
Oh.
Wanna hop in my new ride?
Why are people giving us cars?
Cars are a big part of this city. This car means a lot. Oh man. Well, I'm sorry things didn't work out, sweetheart. I mean, I appreciate you for trying. Really means a lot.
Okay. It's I just needed him to tell me that all this is just an obligation because I'm just your wife and I'll be okay with it. And you know, you're still just sitting there saying, but like, what's wrong with that? And that's the inherent issue. Like, why would I want to get to know somebody who is just treating me as an obligation just because all I am
Yeah.
to him is. It doesn't matter who I am, doesn't matter what person it is, just because somebody is your wife, really doesn't matter who they are, then they become important to him. And I do not care for that. I am more than just your wife, and he doesn't see that.
Yeah.
And we went around in circles for that for an hour. But as soon as I bring up Juno's name, he's like, no, let's not compare the two. The situations are totally different. I'm like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. Fact is that Juno's not even his wife, but you are still putting in more effort than he ever has.
Yep.
And it's not because you have an obligation to, you actually want to. Because I know what type of person you are. And yeah, I should have walked out a long time ago from that conversation. And I just and he's like, well, what? Why are you gonna walk out? I'm like, because you have. Then he said, I didn't know you were this emotional, Eve. And I'm like, I am not emotional. I just know what my self-worth is. And it's not listening to this.
Yep. I've walked out on several conversations as well, and it's because I feel the exact same.
But yeah. I told him that if he one day actually wants to get to know me, then I'll be down for that. But like I said, I am not bothered by the fact that he only treats me as an obligation. I am okay with that. But I'm still not gonna pretend that I then want to get to know him if he is gonna treat me that way. And that's that. So yeah.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah, I feel bad about it, but you know, I have other people who care genuinely about me who I'd rather put my effort into than him, unfortunately.
Let's go inside, yeah?
Got chains? You got chains?
You got chains?
What a fucking day.
So many goodbyes.
Yeah.
My goodbye with Nancy was the hardest.
We'll see him again. All of them, hopefully. One day.
It's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.
Yeah. We'll leave tomorrow then, yeah?
Sure.
Love you, sweetheart.
I love you too.
Proud of you.
I wouldn't be able to do this without you.
We make a good team.
We do.
I'll be in a bit.
Don't get frostbite.
Yeah.
Tell me, my love, do you know that those seasons change? My love for you only grows. The skies will turn dim and the earth quakes, but how I feel will stay the same. Oh, my love, do you know? Through pages of fairy tales, I know
guys tomorrow, okay? And join the Discord as well. We'll have one more stream in the city tomorrow. Bye, guys.